What's doing? Welcome to another episode. We have Alanna's back on the dyno. Yep. Jarvis is rattle gunning. We have Alanna's back on the dyno, and she's got some bigger injectors, so needs more power, needs more torque. So we'll get stuck in. No, she doesn't need more power and torque. Basically, long story short, her injectors were dying a slow death. Previous place that did the tuning does things differently, and rail pressure through the roof isn't great for injectors over a long period of time. So the injectors were doing stupid things and dribbling and not in a great place on their data side of things. So instead of just doing new injectors, she's got new plus 30 injectors. So I'll go grab a set actually, and I'll show you how they work and what they are. They've already been put in the car. It's here behind me now, or in front of me. They've already been put in, and Josh has already loaded all the injector data in, all the numbers, they're all loaded in. We've warmed it up on the dyno. I put a bit of a basic idea in of where it should be with plus 30s. We're still going to run the Pro 2 tune. We're still going to have the two maps on the button. So hopefully within a couple of runs we should get this thing pretty dialed and have plus 30s with good power and torque, good fuel economy, and then have that button with good power, like good power and torque. So I'll go grab his injectors to show you what they look like and what we do to make them plus 30s. So this isn't out of Alanna's car. These are actually, I'm pretty sure, out of my Hilux. But basically what we do is we take these caps off here. You can unscrew these, and we put a bigger cap on with a bigger nozzle in the end here. So then that converts it to a plus 30. So the injector housing itself is exactly the same. The nozzle just changes to whatever you want to be, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100s, whatever they are. It's all the nozzle. Your injectors are the same. We can't see too much, but the injectors are in there. They're all done. I've just got my boost line on reading for the dyno. We're all pumped up here, ready to go on the screen, all load in with her stuff. So we just had smoker, so I'll probably warm it back up again. We'll do a run, I'll film it so you can see, and we'll talk about the results at the end. So it's going to be a little bit loud because we're on the dyno and I haven't got my mic, it's actually gone flat. So hopefully you can hear me, but we'll run this up and I'll see where it goes. I'll try and zoom in on the screen and watch things all at the same time. So that was the stock run. I've got a bit of things to play with there. Now we've got our power mode on. We'll run it up again and see where she goes now. And we'll have a look at the dyno after. So I brought, the glare, I don't know how to fix that. Sorry for the flash. This is obviously my lighting, I don't know how to fix it. ISO maybe, don't know. Anyway, it's on my phone. So here we have the previous runs from Alanna's runs on the stock versus power. So now we've got these ones. So I'm going to have a bit of a play and make them work a bit better. Basically try and have a bit of a tidy up here and try and get a bit more power and a bit more torque and get it making some good gains. Obviously that was just my first run up with a basic sort of file in to see where it would go with the plus 30s, a bit of an educated guess on where it should be. So I'll have a bit of a play with it now, try and wake it up a little bit more, give it that option of good eco mode and also good power mode and get back up there in the big number range. So we'll have a play, punch some numbers, load the file in, and we'll run up again. Okay, so I've just had a bit of a quick little play without pushing numbers too much, but grey is the new eco mode and purple is the new power mode. So I didn't push too hard in the power mode of things. I was just trying to get a little bit more out of the eco. So we'll have a bit more of a play and try and get a little bit more out of it. I don't want to push this thing. I want to be reliable for her, so she doesn't have to worry about it ever again and just drive it. but obviously have those good gains. So is there more in it? Yeah, probably. Can we put bigger turbos on it? Yeah, 100%. But it just depends on budget, depends on reliability things and what she wants to do. So we'll have a bit more of a play. I'll try and get some bit more bottom end torque out of it, and without pushing the friendship on fuel economy as well, because I want to try and keep it fuel economical, but also have that power and torque. So have a bit more of a play, run up again, see where we're at. Okay, so I've been doing some tuning on the power button, the high side, and I think I found the issue, but I think we've found the happy spot for it to be. Ended up blowing a little vacuum line off from the manifold through to the map sensor filter. So I've had to replace that, so I got all nice and dirty. Replace that, and I've got my boost readings back again now. Up top, so that'll sort that out. So we'll run it up now, see where it's at, and this should be pretty much where it'll be. It only popped off in the last 100 RPM in the last run, so that's fixed. We'll run it up, see where it's at, and should be some good gains. Do one more, get our numbers and our bearings. So I got it on the screen here, but I've got the old printout and a new printout, so we can see what she had originally was 186 and 580, 203 and 667. So map 1, map 2 obviously. And now we have 203, 612 and 228 and 697, so nearly 700 newton meters of torque. Yeah, so we've got nearly 700 newton meters of torque in the map 2 tune on 25 pound stock turbos, so we won't push them too much harder than that. Fueling is really good. We've got a big gain. Not a big gain, but we've got a big difference between the two switches, so she can still have a really good economical tune, and then we've got a bit of a fuelier tune to get that power and torque through when she's towing or wants that extra idiot power. So yeah, so she's all done. Came up pretty good. Stock turbos, still in 33. That wasn't in lockup either, that was just normal fourth gear, so if I locked it up it'd probably go a little bit harder. But just time constraints today. I need to get off the dyno, I need to get 3 other things on. I've got trip away this weekend, and then I'm in Japan in another couple of weeks. So she's all done. If you're interested in plus 30s in your Landcruiser, 79 series, 70 series, 75 series, all those things, we can do dual switching, so you can have 2 tunes, and of course the 200 series as well. So give us a yell, 54914626, and hit that like, hit subscribe, and stay tuned for more high horsepower action.